I'm Weiland. First thing I'm going to tell you today is that I'm going to try really hard not to gush about Guillermo del Toro's recent blockbuster, Pacific Rim. The second thing I want to tell you is that I am probably going to fail. This is one of the best movies I have seen in years. It was plotted perfectly, structured perfectly, set up perfectly. Honestly, there's not a single thing about this movie that I would want to change. So, really, there are a lot of lessons here that we could draw upon for our own writing. But what I really want to focus on today is how completely this movie fulfilled every last bit of its potential. How did it do this? In a nutshell, this is a movie that knew exactly what it wanted to be and aced it. So often we see movies that don't seem to quite know what they want to be. They try to be bigger or funnier or more intimate or more serious than is really good for them. Reloaded and Revolutions comes to mind. Another good or bad, depending on how you look at it, example would be Chronicles of Riddick. These are particularly obvious examples since they're sequels of stories that did know what they're about. When we sit down to write a story, we want it to be awesome, and it can be really tempting to start throwing in a little bit of everything. But very few stories are going to be big enough to handle everything. If we start chucking in too many disparate elements, we're only going to water it down. It is crazy important for us to know what our stories are about. What is your goal in creating this story? Who is your audience? The answers to these questions are going to be your mission statement for your book. Write it down, post it above your computer where you can read it every single day, and remind yourself that this is what you're writing. You won't please every reader in the world, but for those who like what you're doing, you will smack it clean out of the park.